Allison with Breezy Blessings. Thank you for tuning in again. If you saw my previous video, you saw that I was working on mostly the cover of this flip-flop journal that is using printables mostly from Raindrop Lila, and it's called her Margaret set, and then it incorporates some of the tags from the add-on set that she made to go with it. And I have gone ahead and just kind of decorated the inside of it and then added some signatures. And so I thought I'd do a quick flip through, and then as you'll see, I have some like papers scattered around and just extra bits that I'm going to then make some clusters and some ephemera out of, so that I use up these printables and utilize them in this journal, and then I can start using it. So I'm going to do a quick flip through first. As you can see, I went ahead and added a couple of little half pearls. Thought those were just a nice touch on that. And then another backing of some cloth ribbon. This is actually from Hobby Lobby. It's such a pretty ribbon. I don't know if you can see, kind of, it's just a really soft texture. And then inside, the signatures are just really simple. They use a couple different papers. I've kept all of them very similar in that they all have cardstock around them, and then a printable and plain papers, some old school writing papers, and then most of them have another printable. And so they're all generally the same, but they're all different sizes depending upon the covers that are around them. And then that tag is here. This is just some vellum that I cut that lace pattern into with a, you know, what am I looking for? One of those cutter things. So, and then added some lace to the bottom of that. Here's an envelope that is actually being able to be utilized, and I should probably trim that off. I will actually. And then I've used, this is actually Raindrop Lila printable as well. I believe this is from her French vintage papers, like documents, French documents, I believe. Something I love about her printables is that she gives you a front and a back. So if you can see that, it actually looks like the ink has kind of come through a little bit. And then I just roughed up the edges with some scissors. And actually, I'm probably going to add a little bit of inking. I did a little bit of inking to the edges, but not a whole lot. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to debate on that. So, if I'm, yeah, I'll debate on whether I want to do that or not. So then, the back of that has another tag, again with the vellum and lace. And then you open it again, a little bit of that with that card, smaller signature there, another envelope. I don't have anything currently in that one. This, I decided to add a little bit of a ruffle, a little bit of ribbon with a little decorative fixture there. And then you open it up, and this is the largest area of signature. It's with another tag. But there again, the signature is the same kind of pattern. It just doesn't have a center printable. So, and then there's the last envelopes. You're back to the beginning. So that's the inside of it. And so now I'm going to work on some clusters. If I'm being really honest, I've never felt like I'm tremendously good at clusters, but I'm going to work with what I have, and I'm not going to talk through that. So I'm going to fast forward that part and just see what I come up with. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with those clusters. Those will be good to just add into a bag and just keep in the journal and then use them as I want to. I wanted to add these pearls in order to replicate what I had done on the front cover, and so that'll be just another reference to that. You may have noticed as I inked everything, the sides of these, that I kind of cheated. I do have one of these, and sometimes I use it, but otherwise this is just a really old Stampin' Up pad that still has a lot of ink in it, and I've done this for many years. It kind of makes a little bit more of a mess. You have to be willing to get your hands a little bit dirty, but I don't mind it, and that I just rub it along the ink pad itself. Probably not recommended in the stamping circles because it may do something to your pad, but honestly I've never had a problem. So these papers, I think what I've decided to do, because alright, so I think what I've decided to do on these is, because I printed on the back of these with pretty plain, this is just like a vintage paper copy, like a coffee dyed paper, I think I'm just gonna fold these and make them look like kind of like little envelopes, like faux envelopes basically, and then use them as good journaling spots on the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I hope everyone's having a great day. I haven't said anything personal yet. We've spent the last couple of days, well, Monday and Tuesday. This is Wednesday that I'm taping this, but we've spent Monday and Tuesday at a golf tournament with our youngest, so that was fun. Oh my goodness, I can't think straight here. Derp. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. I want to get that angle. I should have just put it on the back side, but that does the same thing. So there's that one. I'm just going to fold it down, and it just kind of looks like a mini envelope. And then I'm going to cut the edges of this one as well. Same idea. So what I was saying is that you could put it on this side and get the same angle going on. I seriously can't think straight, guys. Like this. Or on the other side, it gives you the same thing. So we actually do use geometry in crafting. Now I'm having trouble getting a hold of this correctly. Okay, there we go. All right, so those will just be able to add, I'll probably just put like a paper clip over top of this, over top of the envelope, so that it stays in there like that, and then I'll just know that it's a nice journaling spot inside. So I hope you guys are doing well, and that you're creating, and in doing so, being a reflection of our Creator. I'll talk to you later. Bye.